Hello and welcome to one of my ever first reaction videos, but it is game related to a game I recently played. Of course, you know it already from the title Chrono Trigger. I played the Super Nintendo version and yeah, in the new PlayStation and DS version there are new cutscenes. They implemented actual animated cutscenes which were not present on the Super Nintendo for capacity reasons and probably because they haven't thought about them yet at that point in time. And apparently it is important if I want to play Chrono Cross afterwards, and a little bit more of information is probably conveyed in those cutscenes. So, I'm just going ahead and start it right now, and let's see what actually happened in those cutscenes that I missed because I played the Super Nintendo original. Aww. Yep, that has an Akira Toriyama feel to it, definitely. Yeah, that was never explained. How did he learn to wield a sword? When and how did Chrono even learn to become a swordsman? Oh my. Oh yeah, when she was erased from history. But still, it was never explained why Chrono actually was able to wield a sword effectively. We just went with it. Nice. Ooh. Sure, that will fix him. Wait! She does use a club? No, she used her fists! I want to see her bash faces with her fist then! That's not right that she uses a club. Oh, it's really cool. I mean, I can place I can place where we are in the story right now just by looking at the cutscenes. I mean, they did a good job to to even on the Super Nintendo version, to convey the moments with the limited amount of graphical prowess they had back then. And I already like, and I still like, I think the Super Nintendo thing was totally good enough. But I guess it looks more cool that way, if you have an actual cutscene showing him splitting the mountain. But Ayla and the club, that just doesn't sit right. She uses her fists, she bashes faces with her fist and kicks in. Her feet. Yeah, right, because her triple kick. Oh. Ah, Magus. It looked cool on the Super Nintendo version without the cutscene as well. Again, the club! Why does Ayla have a club? She doesn't bash faces in with the club! That annoys me so heavily that they gave her a club. Does she actually use club in the PlayStation and PS version? Was it too brutal considering to bash people with their faces in? I mean, to bash faces with a fist in. I wonder what would have happened with the time machine if we went back and forth in time and then landed on water. Because we couldn't be sure that there's always land where we are. Up until the point where we... Oh, that's neat. One among you will shortly perish. Oh my god! Yeah, he's foretold it. Wait, what? Okay, that had a massive impact. That was a good scene. It still didn't explain how the others survived, but okay. Wait, what is that? Is that after we saved the world? Wait, what? No! No way! Well, actually someone in the chat told me about this, but I couldn't believe it because this was definitely not in the Super Nintendo version. Not even slightly hinted at. Well, please prove me wrong if you can see this. Oh, Kino and Ayla. Great. Oh my god, he looks so young. Compared to Ayla. Let me guess, Frog gets knighthood. He was turned back? I knew it! Why didn't they show that in the Super Nintendo version? That is Glenn, right? That must be Glenn. Somehow he transformed back into a human. I don't know why, but he did. I'm absolutely sure of it. Yeah, that's the Masamune. That's a clear indicator for that he turned back to a human and is now a full-fledged Knight of the Kingdom. I'm so sad that they haven't... I really expected after Marley kissing him, he would turn back in the Super Nintendo version. them. I mean, he looks like Goku, she looks like Bulma. Well, he also looks a little bit like Vegeta, but the faces look similar of the two. But this is great. Oh, that... Why was this not in the Super Nintendo version? Or was it? And it was one of the potential endings I could get in the Super Nintendo version? I don't know. Aww. Did she build this robot herself? Who the... Wait, this pendant enabled the... Who the... What? Someone told me about this. This supposedly is the connection between Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. Oh, it's not over yet. Okay, where are we? Someone's killing a bunch of people. Oh, that's the Masamune. PlayStation version stuff. Wait, is... Okay. Wait, why is it showing the same thing now? Didn't we just saw that? Or did they just wanted to include the, you know, credits? Yeah, I think they just wanted to include this in the credits. It's interesting that they actually know the concept of marriage there 65 billion years ago. But that's weird. Someone said that there will be a cutscene with Magus as well. So I think that's currently still missing and I'm still waiting if it shows up. But I think it won't show. I have the feeling it won't show at all. But who is he? I mean, Chrono seems to know him. And Marley seems to know him. Okay, Princess Nadia, but still. We called her Marley for the whole playthrough. Well, how to become a king. Bump into a princess, save the world, and then marry her. Yay! Okay, and now the other thing will come again, right? Yep. I mean, why would I don't... Well, I don't really understand the grin, but... Okay, 30 seconds left for something else. It's this again! I don't understand it. 1005 AD. The fall of the kingdom of Guardia. And the disappearance of the legendary sword, the Masamune. Wait, what? Wait, I have to see this one scene again. (1005 AD), so 5 years after the present time. The fall of the Kingdom Guardia. Where was Chrono and Marley to stop it? And Luca. The disappearance of the legendary sword, the Masamune. So even Frog was killed 5 years later? Come on! They saved the world from Lavos only to perish 5 years later to someone else? I mean, Lavos was 999 years in the future. And wouldn't we... So we would have reached that future regardless if they just decided to, yeah, let's save the world, because why not, even though we won't live to see the saved world. And then 5 years later, suddenly everything went to shit anyhow, without Lavos even be there. What? Anyhow, I think if there was some cutscene missing or some information I still need to know before I will maybe eventually start Chrono Cross, please leave it down there in the comment section so I know. Otherwise, it was interesting to look at, and yeah, I hope you could get some enjoyment out of it. And as always, I hope I will see you again soon. Stay tuned for more.